The kind stranger. James is a gentleman who lives in a small town by the river. Every morning, he wakes up early and enjoys the quiet of the sunrise. He likes to take long walks and greet everyone he meets with a warm smile. People in the town often call him the kind stranger because he is always ready to help anyone in need. One sunny morning, James leaves his small house with a feeling of hope in his heart. He wears a light blue shirt and comfortable trousers, and he carries a small bag with a sandwich and a bottle of water. As he walks along the cobblestone streets, he listens to the birds singing in the trees and feels the cool breeze on his face. James believes that each new day brings a chance to do something good. While walking in the park, James hears a soft bark coming from behind a big oak tree. He goes closer and finds a little dog that looks lost and frightened. The small dog is shaking and its eyes are full of worry. James gently picks up the dog and speaks in a soft voice. "Don't be afraid. I will help you." He looks around to see if anyone is searching for the dog. Soon, a young woman appears, looking very worried. She says, "I lost my dog this morning. I have been looking everywhere." James smiles kindly and hands the dog back to the young woman. She thanks him many times and says, "You are a very kind stranger." James feels happy inside because he knows that helping others is important. After the park, James continues his walk and sees an old man sitting alone on a wooden bench near a small pond. The old man has a sad look on his face, and his eyes seem to be far away in thought. James sits beside him and asks, "Are you okay, sir?" The old man sighs and replies, "I feel lonely today because my children live far away." James listens with care and tells him, "I understand. It can be hard to be alone sometimes, but you are not alone. I will visit you tomorrow if that makes you happy." The old man smiles for the first time that day, and his eyes shine with gratitude. They talk about the beauty of the park, the sound of the water, and the simple joys of life. Before leaving, James gives the old man a small flower from the garden nearby as a reminder that there is always beauty around us. Later in the day, James goes to the busy town market. The market is filled with many colors, sounds, and delightful smells. He sees a young woman struggling to carry several heavy bags full of fresh fruits and vegetables. Her arms look tired, and she is trying hard to keep the bag steady. James quickly walks up to her and offers, "May I help you with your bags?" The young woman looks relieved and nods, saying, "Thank you, sir. I have been carrying these all morning." Together, they walk to her small home on the edge of the market. On the way, she tells James about her life and her hopes to open a small bakery one day. James listens carefully and encourages her, saying, "Your dream is wonderful. With hard work and kindness, you can make it come true." She thanks him again, and they share a moment of pleasant conversation before parting ways. Not long after, a loud cry interrupts the busy streets. A small child is lost in the crowd near a fountain in the town center. The child is crying and looks scared, and many people are searching for someone who can help. James hurries over and gently calls out, "Little one, what is your name?" The child, between sobs, says, "I am Lily, and I cannot find my mother." James takes Lily's hand and speaks in a calm voice. "Do not worry, Lily. I will help you find your mother." Together, they walk slowly around the square. James asks several passers-by if they have seen a woman looking for a little girl. Finally, a kind woman rushes over and shouts, Lily, I have been looking for you. Lily runs into her mother's arms, and the mother thanks James for his help. In that moment, Lily's smile lights up the area, and James feels a deep sense of joy knowing he has helped bring a family together. After the busy events of the day, James decides to visit his neighbor, Mrs. Green, who lives in a small house at the end of the street. Mrs. Green is an elderly woman who sometimes feels lonely and weak. Today, she is not well and needs a friend. James knocks on her door and she opens it with a tired smile. "James, I am so glad to see you," she says softly. James sits with her, listens to her stories of the past, and brings her a warm cup of tea along with a small bouquet of freshly picked wildflowers. Mrs. Green is grateful for the visit. She tells James, "You make this old heart feel young again with your kindness." James promises to come by regularly, knowing that a little bit of company can mean a great deal to someone in need. In the afternoon, after a long and busy day of helping others, James finds a quiet bench in a small garden near the town square. The garden is full of colorful flowers and tall trees that sway gently in the wind. He sits down and takes out a small notebook from his bag. James writes about the day's events and the people he met. He writes, "Today, I helped a lost dog, talked with a lonely man, carried heavy bags for a young woman, and reunited a lost child with her mother." Every kind act makes our world a little brighter. James believes that every small gesture of kindness can change a person's day, and he wants to remember these lessons forever. As the sun begins to set, the sky turns into a beautiful mix of orange, pink, and purple. James stands up and takes one last look at the garden. He feels grateful for the many small moments of joy he experienced. He knows that kindness is not a big task. It is a simple choice that we all make every day. With a content heart, he walks back home through the quiet streets, thinking about how he can help more people tomorrow. The next morning, James wakes up with the same gentle smile on his face. He feels the warmth of the early sunlight and is excited to start another day. Today, he decides he will visit the park again and see if someone needs his help. On his way to the park, he sees a group of children playing a game with a colorful ball. They are laughing and sharing stories, and James stops to watch them for a moment. He speaks to the children. "Remember, sharing and caring make us all happier. It is good to help each other." The children listen carefully and smile at his words, and their game becomes even more joyful. While walking near the park, James hears a soft sound coming from a small bush. Curious, he goes closer and discovers a little bird with a hurt wing. The bird is chirping weakly and cannot fly well. James carefully picks up the bird and wraps it in a soft cloth from his bag. He decides to take the bird to a small animal doctor who works in the town. The doctor examines the bird and gives it a little medicine to help heal its wing. When the bird starts to chirp happily again and flutters its wings a little, the doctor thanks James for his kindness. Seeing the bird recover makes James feel that every kind act, no matter how small, brings hope to someone. Later in the afternoon, as James walks along a quiet street, he notices a man who looks new to the town. The man is standing in front of a shop and seems unsure about where to go. James walks up to him and introduces himself. "Hello, my name is James. Are you new here?" the man asks with a soft smile. "Yes, I am Mark," the man replies. Mark tells James that he has just moved to the town and does not know many people yet. James says, "I will show you around. There are many kind people here, and you will soon feel at home." Together, they visit the market, the park, and the local library. Mark is grateful for the friendly welcome and feels much better about living in a new place. At the end of the day, James finds a quiet hill outside the town. He sits down and looks at the beautiful sunset as the sky fills with bright colors. He takes a deep breath and feels peaceful. James thinks about all the people he met: the little dog, the old man, the young woman, the lost child, Mrs. Green, and Mark. He writes in his notebook, "Kindness is a light in the dark. Every small act makes our community stronger." With these words in his heart, James feels that his life has a special meaning. That night, as James looks out of his window, he sees the stars shining in the clear sky. He is grateful for a day full of kind acts and happy moments. James believes that being kind is not difficult. It is a simple decision that each of us can make every day. His heart is filled with hope and love, and he is ready to help others again tomorrow. James, the kind stranger, shows us that small acts of kindness can make a big difference in the lives of others. His gentle actions teach us that we should always be willing to help someone, even if we do not know them very well. By sharing our smiles and our care, we can make our community a friendlier place. The story of James reminds us that kindness is a gift that we can give every day, and that each kind act adds a little more light to our world. In the end, James goes to sleep with a warm heart and dreams of all the people he helped. He knows that every day is a new chance to show love and care. His story is a simple lesson for us all. If we choose to be kind, we make the world a happier and brighter place for everyone.